We all have our bad habits. Some of them we're aware of, some of them we're not aware of. But I'd say most of us do nothing to actually address the ones that we are aware of. We just leave them there and just ignore them. And so I'm going to challenge you to start writing down and listing the bad habits that you know about and start taking actions every week to tackling them and becoming a better person. Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm actually on a roll here, so I'm going to keep smashing the videos out every Saturday morning. If you're new to the channel, my name's Ben, and this channel's been confirmed as the best self-improvement channel on YouTube by myself. So if you want to be better than yesterday, watch my videos. They're not particularly full of generic shit. I just tell you how it is, what I'm currently doing in my life to try and be better. I'm not perfect, by no means perfect, but I'm just here to put out ideas to other people that they can try in their life to try and help improve themselves. So in today's video, I'm going to talk through how you can start addressing your bad habits. I did a video last week about fighting frustration with perspective and how I dealt with my own frustration. And actually I thought I wanted to do a video that takes a step back from that to show how I actually got to that idea of doing that in the first place. And that was done by simply kind of writing down what my bad habits are and then making a plan to tackle those. So I'm going to just talk through my process of how I've done that and give you some ideas for how you can go about doing it for yourself, so then hopefully by the end of the video you can go away, write down some of your bad habits and then pick one to start then focusing on next week. So to kind of get this list of like these bad habits, traits, I thought what would be good was, so I've talked about before doing a journal habit, so like in the morning and at night, and in the evening thoughts, kind of reflecting on what went bad in the day, like what negative things were. And the way I started about finding kind of my bad habits and traits was I started looking through kind of the things that I was commenting on that I just felt like I just didn't do very well in that day. And when I start looking through multiple days of kind of negative things, I started to get a picture in my head of the recurring things that were happening. And even though some of those recurring things I kind of knew they were bad habits, traits, but just seeing myself write about them constantly kind of reinforced in my head that I should probably make an effort to do something about these, as opposed to just being aware of them being there and that's how I act, but then not actually fucking doing anything about it. So that's the first step that I took, and then there are obviously ones that maybe weren't in this, but I knew they were bad habits and traits. So I started creating together this list. So I'm just going to walk through what this list looks like in Rome. Like, I'm pretty open, I don't really care about showing people what my bad habits and traits are on my list, and I'm just going to talk through what kind of the next steps after that are that I think you can take to then move forward with addressing the bad habits. So this is the list that I kind of created a few weeks ago, and this list can carry on getting bigger, but before I just keep it to what it is at the moment and just start working through the different things. So as you can see at the top, my first one was like reacting to other people's emails, of which I then, once I kind of addressed this is the bad habit or trait, then the idea would be to underneath it to start thinking about ways how to actually fight that habit. And there are plenty of other videos on YouTube, wherever resources, telling you how to actually get rid of bad habits. And I'm not going to go into detail about that. I'm just bringing you the process to get to that point, which I think there aren't many videos that do that because people don't bother to do that. So yeah, I had this reacting to other people's emails, and I thought, think about it from perspective. What are they actually asking for? And just kind of started to think in my head about how I could actually tackle that. And then that became my point of focus. I wasn't focusing on anything else. I the way that I'm going about it is that I'm tackling each bad habit at a trait one at a time until I fix it. And some people may like that, some people may not. You might want to do multiple at a time, but I just felt like concentrating on 2 or 3 things at once is too much. I'd rather just focus on one, nail that for, if it takes me a week, it takes me a week. It takes me 2 weeks, it takes me 2 weeks, it takes me 3 weeks, it takes me 3 weeks. But at least at the end of it, I could say that I've actually addressed it. And so then what I would then do next is, so just to go through some of my bad habits and traits, if you are curious. So not being grateful, I'm very good at being grateful. I don't know how to. Not talking to my friends enough, making inappropriate comments, not providing enough detail, getting distracted by work like tasks, not taking ownership of situations, don't contribute enough in meetings, not seeing something from other person's point of view, need to be better at small talk. I'm shit at small talk. And so what I would do is, let's just take this one at the top, not being grateful. And there's some points under there. And I start thinking, okay, well, what sort of things can I do to start feeling more grateful? Well, I could do I've got my thing in the evening thoughts. So I write about kind of 2 or 3 things that I'm grateful for in the evening thoughts, but that just doesn't seem to be working for me. It does not make me feel more grateful. I don't know what's right in it half the time, which is clearly a problem when I'm thinking, what am I grateful for today, and I actually don't know what's right. That is a problem in itself. So for me, I haven't actually thought about this, so this is kind of me just thinking on the spot. I think I need to just be more kind of like mindful of just situations and what's around me, and constantly, I'm a little bit of a pessimist. I always see the negative before I see the good. And I think the way I'm going to tackle this one, which is kind of the next one on my list, this is one of the more important ones on my list, is to just, I think I might tackle it like I did with the perspective one, where I was just putting that perspective thought into my head when I was frustrating, and actually maybe when something good happens, have some sort of trigger that makes me almost like think about how good it was again, or like when someone does something for me, or just when something happens where I should show gratitude. Maybe if I use the word gratitude instead of perspective, and just think, okay, well, something good just happened, and then just think gratitude, and then kind of reflect and be mindful of that thing that's just happened. So then I am just realising more things that are good that are happening in my life, so that I can then be more reflective on being grateful at the end of the day. That's, I think, maybe how I'm going to tackle it like that, but we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll give it a go, see whether it works for me, because what I'm currently doing isn't working. So that's going to be kind of my focus for a week or so. I might do some more research on like how to be more grateful on Google and stuff, and look into that. But that's what I'm going to do there. And then the idea would then be to, once I've kind of tackled that to a point where I'm happy, would be to work on the next one, the next one, and the next one. And so that's kind of how I'm addressing my bad habits and traits. Sorry if I've just waffled on a bit and gone off on a tangent. I'm just trying to kind of explain it from my own perspective, and my own thoughts on my process, and so on and so forth. Hope you enjoyed the video. I should probably start scripting these a bit better, because I'm currently not really scripting these at all, / not really planning / just freestyling it in a couple of takes, but kind of enjoying doing it like that. So I'm going to carry on doing it like that. I have got some goals to make kind of like my video editing better. I've just downloaded Final Cut on trial, so I'm going to have a go at, I don't know, not this week, I haven't got time, but maybe in the coming weeks when I've got more time to like start and maybe do my videos with some more like lifestyle shots in between and stuff, like make it a little bit more appealing than just me sat here talking. I'm going to give that a go, but like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, hope it was useful, hope it's given you some ideas for how you can actually start better addressing your bad habits and finding them, and actually making a plan to get rid of them. So if you've got any questions or comments, let me know, and I'll get back to you. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a nice weekend. See you later. Bye bye.